TE 875, Week 13. This week we turn our attention to strategic planning. I love the quote by Maurice Line, "Never let the urgent stand in the way of the essential." Our everyday tasks are urgent, but strategic planning is essential if we want our school libraries to be active and responsive centers preparing our students for the future. A few weeks ago, when developing policies, we looked at the guides and procedures necessary to conduct business on a daily basis. Strategic planning is different, however, because it is how an organization plans to respond to its environment. Planning to respond is the key here. This kind of planning is not only long-term but also visionary. It focuses on the big picture. As I was looking for materials to support this project, I was delighted to find the book Developing a Vision, Strategic Planning and the Library Media Specialist by Crowley. This cool book takes the reader step by step through the strategic planning process, whether it be for a school library, or a district. In fact, it takes the position that the school librarian should be leading the way in strategic planning both for the school library and the school itself. If I were teaching a whole course on strategic planning for library professionals, I would require this book. As it is, it would be a good one for you to add to your own professional collection. You can get it from Amazon for next to nothing. But since we are spending such a short time on this topic, and I know you aren't all made of money, I've taken the essential elements from this book, condensed them into a more manageable process for this project, and created a study guide for you. It's posted under week 13. This week's assignment is to begin the strategic planning process. The final project is not due for a couple of more weeks, so you can relax just a little bit. Just an outline is due this week. So your task this week is to carefully read the Developing a Vision study guide. It is critical that you contact an elementary, middle, or high school librarian as you begin this week's assignment. If you're currently working in a school library, you are set to go for this week, but we'll need to find another person to work with to complete the project. Maybe an assistant or a teacher from your school. If you're a teacher in a school, you can probably consult with your school's librarian. If you have access to neither, you'll need to make a contact now. Once you have a school library designated, go through the study guide, paying particular attention to the rectangles with directions. Then prepare an outline from the guide and take a look at the grading criteria. That's probably a good idea too. Now just use a phrase or a sentence or two under each category. Be sure to remember that each part builds on the previous part, so they're connected. Also remember that even if your school library already has a vision and mission statement, please rewrite them according to these directions. I'm looking to see if you know how to do this process. Of course, this outline will be sketchy and incomplete at this stage, since you'll not have time to meet for long with your team. It's intended to get you started on the process and give direction for the Big Kahuna Strategic Plan project. And remember that project is worth 25% of your grade this semester in this particular class. Post your outline on the discussion board as an attachment to your posting. Yes, this is different from usual. Normally, I don't like you to post attachments, but this week that's what I'm asking you to do. Then for your response, read each other's outlines and find someone with an outline that has a similar aspect to yours. For instance, school level, economic level, similar challenges, similar strengths, and discuss it with them. You may use this as a springboard for working together on ideas and solutions for the Big Kahuna Strategic Plan project. The discussion board this week is worth 30 points, 25 for your original posting and 5 points for your response. The decision was made to include strategic planning in this course partially because it meets many of the state requirements for the library media endorsement, but also because strategic planning is what distinguishes managers from leaders, visionary leaders. My hope is for every one of you to become that visionary leader. Cheering you on!